Hi everyone! Today I will show you how you may use stencils on a porcelain mug. In one of my previous videos, I used a really simple stencil made out of paper that was supposed to define the borders of my blended background. But this time I will use these ready-made stencils that are much more complex than the circle I used just to mark my background. Stencils are a good starting point while you are trying to figure out how to paint on porcelain. Apart from a stencil of your choice, what you will need is a sponge. Then you need porcelain paints, as these will become permanent after burning in an oven. But until then, you can easily make changes and remove it as you work on your artwork. I start by making sure my stencil adheres well to the surface of the mug, which is not easy due to the curved surface. I just use some sticky tape and then I can start my first layer. I thought I would make it monochromatic with all pink, so I dabbed my sponge to mark out the stencil shape. With this first layer, I am not looking for a proper coverage, but just to have the shape visible after I remove the stencil. It worked quite alright, although the paint did seep under the stencil a bit. That comes as no surprise. There's bound to be some leakage. That isn't specifically bothersome, as we will address this when I put on the second layer. And here's where mistakes were made, as I changed my mind and decided to make the balloon ultra colorful with gold accents. So having the pink as a base layer is not ideal. I should have done the base color white and then added my colors of choice on the top. However, would have, could have, should have, we need to deal with what we have at the moment and hope that the pink won't bleed through the colors that I layer on top. Which from experience of working with these paints, I know it won't. But some colors tend to do that, and so to be on the safe side, if you ever need a base color, then white is the way to go. And from here it's smooth sailing, since I just need to follow the stencil pattern and add my line work at the end, clean up the parts that I don't need. As you can see when using stencils, the steps are really simple, and it's perfect for whoever feels unsure about mug painting. Give yourself an easy start, and this type of practice is bound to give satisfactory results, and encourage you to try your own stencils or designs in the future. Remember that once you finish painting and are happy with the result, you still need to burn your mug. This stencil was really nice to start with, so adding colors and some gold sparkle gave it a really positive sunshiny vibe. Hope this short little video this week gave you some ideas on what to do if you are not sure where to start but still want to customize your mug somehow and make it extra special. As always, thanks for watching and subscribe if you don't want to miss my next porcelain project. Take care, bye!